Good morning. I am doing another walk. Who's shocked at this point? But I'm ended up doing the other side of the Pentlands today. So I did the east side a couple of weeks ago, and I'm now doing the west side of it. And this one is a little bit more, but it's not as tricky, is what I've heard. So this one's like 21 Ks. I think I'll end up adding on an extra K because there's like an extra little bit I want to do. But that's kind of what's happening. I think I'm about, I don't know, 1.5 Ks into the hike, but because I caught the bus over here, I did an extra like 35-minute walk to get to the start of the walk, if that makes sense. So I don't know, my Strava crashed out like 1K in, so I actually have no idea what I'm on, but yeah. I'm 4Ks in and I'm just about to start the part of the walk that connects to the walk I already did, which is kind of the reservoirs. I've come across some beautiful scenery. There's like waterfalls and like a very, very cool stream. It's just so beautiful out here. Like, look at it. I am about 9Ks in and I have just taken the turn off from where I did last time, and up until now the walk has been very like flat. I haven't really climbed any hills, but I will say the turn off, as soon as I took the turn off, the hill started, and it looks like this is like the worst of it. On the little map it goes straight up, but that's okay because I've like killed half of the kilometers already, and this is my view. I just don't think you can get better than this. I've just found this like beautiful spot. I like walked through like the woods, and it's like a reservoir. There's some horses over there, and there's a person camping on the other side, and it's so pretty. So I thought this would be the perfect place for lunch. I was already like thinking this would be the good spot because now I've done like the main tricky bit. So, which to be fair didn't seem that tricky. Maybe I'm just really desensitized to it, but it wasn't that bad. But yeah, so I've done 10.7 Ks, I think, maybe a bit more than that. And so this is kind of the perfect spot because it's like right in between and it's lunchtime. So I'm going to sit here and have my lunch. Just realised I've taken a wrong turn and it's not worth going back and like fixing it. So I have just added like 2 Ks to my walk, but I'm feeling good and it's only like midday. So, and I've like already eaten lunch and I've got a snack, so I'm not upset about that. I've technically still got like 5 hours to finish this walk. So let's see what happens from here. I think it means I'll have a bit more hills, but I'm feeling great. So let's see what it is. I am back on the path I was supposed to be on. I just did like an extra little bit, which I'm not upset about because I ended up being able to see like all of Edinburgh, the castle, everything from where I was. I did have to climb a little up a hill, but it wasn't too bad. But the downhill I found was the worst. My knees were killing me. And now I think we've just got to gradually incline up and down for a bit, I think. So yeah, but a bit of an adventure and worked out really well for me. So yeah. I'm 15 kilometers in, but I did the extra like 2Ks, so or at least I'm assuming it's 2Ks because my Strava decided to break on me, which is not the ideal hike to do it on. Like, most of the time I follow the map pretty well, but the one time my Strava's broken, I do extra, like an extra part of the walk, so frustrating. But I'm gonna call it 2Ks because that's how I felt it was. And having a look at I use All Trails, so you can kind of get an idea of how long a section is quite easily. So I'm going to call it that. So I've technically done 17 Ks, which means I only have another 6 to go. So doing well. I do want to like add on a few like meters, honestly, to go down to what's called, I think, Poets Glen. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. Not sure if it's going to be beautiful or not, but worth having a look just because it is right there and it's not part of the walk, but you know, it is quite close to where I am going. So yeah, that is the plan. I will say the first half of the walk I enjoyed a bit more because it was more in the middle of nowhere. Meanwhile, this is not. Unfortunately, I did just come down to like where the map says I could see it, and I think it's behind the wall and I can't see anything. But at least like this is pretty, I guess. At least I'm walking somewhere pretty. And it ended up being it will end up being an extra K, but it's okay. It's all part of the adventure. So I'm gonna get back up to where I am supposed to be, on the trail, and finish the last 6 Ks. I did just notice this little path down to what looks like a stream and a bridge. When I first came, I went that way because on the map it says that the glen is like all the way down there. But I'm wondering if I should try down here. He's got little babies. Can you see that? Oh, they just came out from underneath him. Okay, now I really am going back to the path. I did actually find it, so that's a win. Oh my goodness. I found it, but I had to walk downstairs, and now I have to walk back up them. And I don't know why I think it's a good idea to do a massive walk after a full week of 1 to 2 workout classes a day, and I did a bar class yesterday. It was purely legs, and I'm in pain. Other than that, loving life. I have just finished the walk. I am now doing the walk back to the bus stop, which is like a half hour walk. I think I've actually timed it perfectly with the bus as well. Like, it could not be better, I don't think. So, like, I'll have a few minutes buffer and it'll all be good. Anyway, I will say the first half of the walk was a lot more enjoyable. Once I got to like the Poet's Glen or whatever it was, after that last 6K was just boring. It's just dirt. I mean, the last bit was okay, like the reservoir at the end, but most of that 6K was just like crop fields, so not that enjoyable then. But other than that, it was a great day. I will say I have probably done about 22 Ks, I reckon, with this extra half an hour. That will be another 2 Ks. So my guesses were probably very accurate because my step count is quite high and I can see on that how many Ks I've done. Anyway, so that's all good. But yes, I've now done most of the Pentlands, so I think I'm at the point where I'm going to have to start buying some hiking gear, because like overnight hiking gear, I've done most of the long walks I can get to quite easily, but now I'm like at the point I'm going to have to like catch like a 3 to 5 hour train to get to like the Highlands. I've got a car coming. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to. Yeah, so hiking gear's next, and then I'd like to do like some of the Munros as well. Is my ex gone? Yeah.